Okay, so today's topic that we'll talk about is the ability to live with the things that happen in your life, for better or for worse. Living with it to me basically just means that the things that happen to you, that whether maybe you kind of had a part in it, and maybe it's a decision that you made or something that you did, and you kind of feel that you made a mistake, or maybe you shouldn't have did that. Being able to forgive yourself and move on with it, knowing that you could have did more. Or the other instant, which is you try your best, you give everything you have, and it still doesn't work out for some reason. How can you move on with your life without living in regret or without living in constant sorrow because it didn't work out, right? And I think the important thing to know, and one of the major themes of my entire life is, recently since I've been in college and just every day, and what I try to preach to other people throughout my daily life and stuff is the things that happen to you are meant to happen, and they're all, working in God's greater timing. Everything, every single thing, whether it's something big like getting a new job or moving to a different city or graduating college, or if it's something small like waking up and brushing your teeth in the morning, or I don't know, cooking dinner some night, And I think the unfortunate thing, well, it's not unfortunate, but there's two different sides of the coin, right? There's a situation, and it could be, hey, I truly did everything I had. I gave everything I had to this, and it still wasn't enough, and it didn't work out, right? The Rod Wave song, I would have did it all for your love, and all ain't enough, And when that happens, it kind of feels like it's such a helpless feeling to know, oh my goodness, I truly tried so hard. I gave everything, every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears in my body. And there's nothing I could have did. It just wasn't meant to happen. And, I used to think that would have been worse than the opposite, which would be, there was a situation and I left chips on the table. I didn't leave it all out there. And then you could move on knowing I know that was my fault. Next time I'll do better. I could have did more. But that used to be what I thought. But, some things happen, you experience other things, and life goes on, and you kind of realize that maybe it's not so bad, because being at peace with yourself, because it all comes from you, right? It all comes from your heart and what you do and what you desire. So being at peace with yourself, knowing that, hey, I truly gave it everything I had, I think that's easier to live with than sitting around and knowing oh my goodness, bro, I had the one thing that I've always wanted and I missed out and I fumbled it because I messed up or I did something wrong. And I think that's much worse. And basically what you have to do is just learn and understand and know that no matter what the situation or what the outcome was or what happened during, some things are not meant to be what you think they are. Some jobs aren't meant to be your forever job. Some people are not meant to be in your life the entire time. Some relationships, some women, they're not meant to be your wife. Or some men aren't meant to be your husband, even though you might think that. So it's all about kind of learning and realizing, accepting the things for what they are and what they present. Stop thinking about it in a way that it isn't, because it's not going to help. It's not going to make it better. And that's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's something that everyone goes through. But at the same time, you have to be able to know that the result is what the result was. You can decide for yourself, hey, did I leave it all out there? Or maybe did I leave some space? Did I not do enough? Did I mess up? And you have to realize and understand that whenever you leave it all out there, it's okay, because you truly did everything you could. And what more could you do in this life than your best? And if it's a situation of I didn't do enough, then you know that next time when that opportunity presents itself, because God loves you and God takes care of you, God will give you another chance in due time. You have to be ready. You have to stay ready, so that way you are ready, so you don't got to get ready. But knowing and being able to learn from that mistake and not living in regret, because you have to realize and have a basis understanding for anything in your life. This is for any type of lesson or any video I'll ever make. The basis is everything that happens to you happens for a reason and is in God's perfect timing, right? And sometimes you have to live with stuff that makes you really sad. Sometimes it won't make you that sad. Sometimes it'll hit you every second of every day. Sometimes it'll hit you a couple times a day. Sometimes it'll hit you every couple months. And then eventually you get to a point where you won't think about it ever, ever, ever again. And no matter what stage you're at in that, or what part you're at in that, or what part you played in whatever's going on in your life, it's okay. It's all right. And it's going to be all right. I promise that. But just know that, you know, whenever the things happen to you, it's not the end of the world. The sun still came up. I mean, I know it's kind of cloudy today, so you can't really see it, but the sun came up this morning. The earth's still spinning. Right? The important thing for us to know is not, you know, when things happen or things don't go our way, not, hey, how am I gonna, you know, I'm gonna let this affect me and I'm gonna let this take over my life, or how am I gonna respond to this, and how am I gonna take this negative energy and turn it into something that will give me the beautiful life that I've always prayed for. And every single person on this planet, everyone, is capable of living their dream life. You might not believe it, but everyone is capable of living their dream life and doing all the things they've ever wanted to do. It starts with your heart, okay? Live a beautiful life and go get that beautiful life, because everyone can.